Hey, what's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be about how you can write a CV resume that will get you hired. Okay, so this is like a very interesting topic, at least for me. I hope it will be for you guys as well. So this is like, I'm originally from Portugal and I moved to UK a few years ago, and I noticed that the CV resume that we use here in UK, and I think in the US is almost the same, is very different. So in the beginning I was like, I didn't know how to write it, so I was just hiring and paying money for other people to write my own CV, which was a mistake. A huge mistake. If you guys are doing that, please don't do it, because you are just wasting money. I waste so much money in this. Is like, this is so easy to write your own resume, and a lot of people do this kind of thing. Is like, you are writing a resume and you are just like a generalist. You're not talking about yourself specifically. So I'm going to give you an example. You're going to write on your CV something like this. Oh, I'm a team player. Oh, I work well in a team. Oh, I'm a goal-orientated person. Oh, what else? What else people they say? I am very motivated. This is like nothing. The recruiters, when they are reading these kind of things, they just send your CV straight to the bin. Because how can you show them that you are a team player? How can you show them that you are goal orientated? How can you say that you are you can't prove them. You are just writing these things. It's like everybody is writing these, like, oh, I'm so motivated, I can work on my own, I work well in yeah, so don't do this. So I'm gonna give you the secret formula, so pay attention to this, yeah? That after I started to implement this method, which I learned actually in the Udacity Nano degree, so thanks to them, I'm gonna give you the secret formula that will get your CV really personalized, and it will give you so much opportunities, because the recruiters, they will see, okay, this CV is really personalized. I know more about this person than just like these generalist CVs, resumes that they are just sending to every different company. So, okay, so in the beginning is like this. You have your CV. You should put on your CV, like, of course, your name, your email, your address, and if you have a website, if you are a web developer and you are applying for a job, you should have your own website, at least if you are starting out, so you can show them like what you can do. If you have a GitHub, put your link to your GitHub page, and yeah, put all these links. Put your LinkedIn as well if you have it. Put all this kind of information, and then here is like one of the most important steps is like, under all these you have your name and all these kind of details. You will have your state summary, like your header summary. So in here, this is where most of the people, they just talk like bullshit. That these kind of things that I talked before, like, oh, I'm a team player, I'm goal orientated, I work well in a part of a team. Yeah, so what you're gonna write in here is, first, you're gonna say who you are. In my example, I will say, for example, my name is Telmo, I'm a web developer, I have 1 year experience in front-end web development. So you can say like this, to start, say who you are. Then you can say, what kind of experiences do you have? For example, you can say, I have experience in building websites from design, so I can look at the design and build it. And I have I have experience, for example, in building websites. They are compatible in all browsers, and you can say as well that I can build websites that they work in mobile phones, in tablets. They are yeah, so they are device responsible as well. So you can just say in this statement like who you are, what is your experience, what you know. Like I said, if you have done a job before, you can say what kind of experience you have. If you don't have a job, you say what you know, what you have experience, how to do. And finally, after this, you have to say what are you looking for, because most of the people they are just sending the same CV like to every company or whatever, and of course they can check this out because you are being a generalist, like I said before, and you say like what are you looking for and why are you applying to them. Like if you're saying that I have experience in these and I see your company does this, so that's why I'm applying for your company. I think I can bring these skills to you, because you have to think is not like what the company can do for you, but what can you do for the company. You have to offer them value for them to hire you, of course. So you have to sell yourself in here. So yeah, this is like the thing that when I started to implement on my own CV resume, I started to get a lot of calls for interviews and everything, and before I was just hiring like these people who call themselves CV experts, and they charge a lot of money for it, and I was not getting any interview. So you can see how crazy this is. So yeah, after this header summary, this state summary about who you are, what experience do you have, and what are you looking for, you should, if you didn't have a job as a web developer before, you should put like this kind of section after to talk about, for example, your own projects. That if you have done like your own projects, you can talk about them and put links to a website where the recruiters, they can see it, your GitHub page as well, for them to see the code. Yeah, so this is your chance, even if you didn't have experience before, any job or anything. Like myself, I was a sandwich maker before becoming a web developer, so I could show them what can I do with the projects that I build. So this is like your chance to show them what you can do. After this, if you had any job before, like me, that I was in a coffee shop doing sandwiches, you can talk about what you have done there in a kind of professional way. So I'm gonna give you an example. You should use action verbs. Like for example, me, I could say I manage a team of 10 people or something. You have to say what have you accomplished there in your previous job, even if it's not anything related. Some of the skills you can transfer to your new job. So you can say this like I met a lot of deadlines. So you see, you have to state goals that you have accomplished. You know, like what have you done that you can transfer these skills for your new job. I have met a lot of deadlines. I have managed 10 people, things like this. You know what I mean? You can say I've designed pages by myself about something. So yeah, you should use this kind of action verbs: manage, designed, collaborated. And then you say whatever was this goal that you achieved. So after you can put as well your education. If you don't have, for example, my education was I was a civil engineer, and is a field completely different from web development. But you know, if you have some education, you can put it there as well. If you have any certificates, like for example, I had Udacity Nano Degree, I had the Team Treehouse track that I completed, I put it in there, so you can just show that even on your own time you were educating yourself, you know what I mean? If you were in lynda.com doing some projects, you can put there, so just let them know what you know and where did you get your education. So this is also very important. And yeah, so this is like a really good thing for them to see what you have done. And finally, I would say you have like this thing that you can put like your interests, hobbies and something. Don't put just like something like everybody puts, like, oh, I go to the gym, oh, I like to walk, I like to go out with my friends. This is what everyone else puts, you know. So if you want to be different, you should put something different. For example, me, if you're watching this YouTube channel, some of my first videos are drawings that I was drawing. So for example, I put on my CV that I have like some videos about drawing that I really like to draw. So you know, like kind of hobbies that are different. You can show that you are creative. Stuff that you, for example, if you write a blog, you can say, oh, I'm a blogger, I write a blog about something. Put something that not everybody else does, so it makes you different, you know. It shows that you are not just like everyone else. You have some nice interests, and yeah, so I think that's it. So another thing that I forgot to mention is, like, if you are applying to this kind of jobs, please don't use this kind of emails like hot guy something or fluffy cat at gmail.com. I've seen some people using this kind of emails, and this can like put off the recruiter, and they just say, who is this guy? He's not even a professional, he's using this kind of amateur emails. So please just use like your name on the email, or yeah, so don't use this kind of ridiculous emails if you're applying for a job. So yeah, I think that's it for now, guys. So if you would like, I can even share my own CV so you guys can see how my CV was built. It's just exactly how I talked in here, and after I implemented these steps that I just told you, I started to get a lot of interviews, and yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I will upload much more videos like this one, and for sure they will be useful for you. And yeah, so I'll catch you in the next video.